What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. I should have been here a little while ago, but the problem was I made a fatal mistake this morning as a guitar player. I took a shower before I came and played this session. Now I started this session. Now, why is that terrible? Have you ever played with wet hands? With hands that are not fully dried? You played an hour after you've taken a shower? Don't do it. It hurts, okay? It will, for lack of a better term, it will fuck up your fingers. And you're trying to have, your hands have to be dry, okay? So that's why it took me a little longer today. For those of you who have not joined my channel before, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. Yes, I curse on this channel. I try not to, but at the same time, I don't. That's how I sound in real life. So I want people to see who I am, and if they ever see me in real life, they want to have a conversation with me. Understand I curse. I don't do it intentionally, just to curse out of cursing, but I do curse, and I don't think it's that big of a deal, but some people don't like it, especially people who have kids. Because they're trying to teach your kids not to curse, and so that is what it is. But yeah, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I do. For those of you who've never joined the channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream. The live stream is about, number 1, us practicing, us getting better at practice, us developing practice sessions that we can stick to and adhere to every single day that will enable us to get from the intermediate to the virtuoso level guitar playing. That will include us watching other influencers and maybe even talking to websites, like talking to websites, but like having writing questions in ChatGPT and asking how can we, develop better exercises. Do you have any idea of any influencers that can help us get better? And also doing a little bit of discovery on our own by going through and cycling through different artists who create channels on YouTube, who create channels on TikTok or Twitch, and being able to create and develop the best program that will help us develop the quickest. The second thing is about, obviously we're going to do this as a collective. The second thing is about me doing improvisational music. I will do about 10-15 minutes of improvisational music every single day. I will try to increase that to about 15 to 20 minutes every single day as opposed to 10-15 minutes. Purpose behind that is it allows us to use the skill set that we've accomplished, or the practice, use the practice and the techniques we use to practice to immediately employ that into what we are doing in our improvisational session, whether including the scales and the chords that we've done will be scales and chords that we will particularly use in those practice sessions every single day, or in the improvisational section every single day. You can judge me on it. We can talk about how I attack the fretboard, and then maybe you can put together at some point, you can use some of the backing tracks that I've used that are also available in the playlist section of my account to help create your own improvisational sessions where you will maybe hopefully make a 30-second clip, post it to my Facebook wall. That way we can spend maybe 1 or 2 sessions a month where we talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and what we can do collectively to get better. All of this is in service to doing the third thing. The third thing is about me, and what the whole channel is about. It's about me creating electronic music using Logic Pro X. I haven't added anything yet from Logic Pro X. I haven't been active on Logic Pro X for a while, and I will be doing the 100-day sprint so that I can get really into it, and you guys will see that over the next week or so, because I will start that on Monday. So for those of you who have not seen this session before, so like I said before, what we're trying to do is trying to create the best music we possibly can in Logic Pro X, where I'm using my guitar as my principal instrument or my principal source of inspiration. I like creating synthesizers in Logic Pro X, so the whole thing will be probably based around me creating synthesizers, but using my knowledge of the guitar and my wisdom, in my infinite wisdom in Logic Pro and my music theory to create the best music I possibly can. When I'm singing songwriting for myself, or I will be doing the other 10%, because 99% or 90 to 95% will be music I create for myself, and the other 5 to 10% will be divided between music I create for other artists and music that I create for people who work on short films, which are artists, but not musical artists, but people who work on short films in the area in which I live. All that to do the fourth thing, which is when people, well, technically speaking, when people don't watch the stream sort of serves for me as a where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go video log. Reason why I say that is because you're like, well, Muzzy, why is that not something that could happen if other people are on the stream? Well, if other people are watching the stream, I can get real-time criticism. Whereas when people don't watch the stream, I have to go back and watch it and kind of gauge how I'm doing, see what I'm doing with this, see what I'm doing with this, see what I'm doing with this, and to try to get better that way. And so, yeah, so when people watch the stream, I don't have to really use these as a template for a video log. But again, that's what it's there for. And I'm going to try to make this a 24-hour channel, so if you do miss it, there will be exercises that you can work on whenever you see it, and it'll be on 24 hours a day. It will not be right away. Hopefully, when I get another computer at this channel, when this channel starts to generate revenue, I will be able to create what I need to create so that I can and use what I need to use to make this channel 24 hours a day, so that at least the practice sessions people can come in and jam with me whenever they feel like it. With that being said, the second thing I ask people to do is because I do not make money from this channel at this moment in time. I don't have advertiser revenue from YouTube. I don't have the chats or super stickers from YouTube, nor am I involved with the Amazon affiliate program because I don't have a minimum. Well, I don't have a minimum amount of subscribers, but I definitely don't have the amount of subscribers necessary to have enough eyeballs on screen to make qualifying purchases. I had 180 days to make 3 sales of 3 qualifying purchases of up to starting from $25 from up, and that shouldn't be hard to do. But I couldn't do it because I don't have enough eyeballs on screen. I only have 20 YouTube subscribers. So when that number gets up, I will rejoin the Amazon affiliate program. But during this period of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory, in which I'm currently sitting, I ask people to donate to my coffee account. That's the cheapest way to help grow my channel, or to help donate to the channel. If you want, you can add €1 or more if you'd like. If you don't want to do that, the second way to help out with the channel is to use my cryptocurrency referral links for the centralized exchange platforms on all 4 of them, and use that referral link to create your account and to start trading. How does it help out with the account? When you spend $50 or more on any of these websites and you purchase cryptocurrency valued at $50 or more, they will offer you perks and benefits. But because I'm a referring client, they will offer me whatever it is they're offering you. Because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains back into the channel, that's how it helps out. Sometimes they'll offer you $100 cashback cryptocurrency. Sometimes they'll give you $100 off in trading fees, or $50 here, or $20 here, or percentages off trading fees. Whatever the case may be, they'll offer it to me too. So if you want to get involved with that, you can. Again, this is not a financial channel. I'm not a financial expert. This is financial advice and should not be taken as such. But I trade cryptocurrency every single day. I love it very much personally. Maybe you might too. And in the event that you do sign up and decide you don't want to trade cryptocurrency or purchase anything, you don't have to. It is what it is. And the third thing I ask people to do is during this period of time of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory, in which I'm currently sitting, regardless of I'm getting advertiser-driven revenue or not, helping me grow my other channels and my other accounts will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. So subscribing to me or following me on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or Twitch, whether I'm active on those channels or not, it'll help me grow my YouTube channel. Help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here today. Again, I'm really sorry for this late hour of me starting. I should have been here, like I said, about 45 minutes to an hour ago, maybe even longer. But I stupidly took a shower. Because I was working on my apartment earlier this morning, and I made the mistake of taking a shower and not thinking about my fingers or my hands. And as soon as I picked up my guitar, I felt it in my brain. I was like, can't play now. If you play guitar, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're watching this channel, there should be a 99.99% chance that you actually play guitar. Although this channel isn't really for pianists or like trumpet players, even though I play trumpet and I can dabble on the piano. This channel is really more about playing guitar and for people who want to see somebody accomplish their goals. So we're going to do the exercise, the one that I'm terrible at, and I get to make myself look stupid on the internet, so you don't have to. Let's go. Although it's getting better, it did not sound great right there. So 70 beats per minute, we're going to 100 beats per minute, and we're doing the John Petrucci style, Bite of the Mosquito style exercise. Yes, I hate mosquitoes, but Bite of the Mosquitoes is a very important song since it is Bite of the Mosquito on Flight of the Bumblebee, I should say, on the guitar. It's not the same song, but the idea, the concept of the song is the same. Now we're doing the alternate spider picking from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we're going to do the chromatic tapping from the 1st to 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Before I start noodling around on my guitar, we're going to go back to 80 beats per minute, and we're going to work on the sweep picking exercises, starting with Brandon Dion's exercise at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. And then we're going to do sweep picking exercise number 1 at 100, 110, 120 beats per minute, just to get it done, get her done. Good. 90 beats per minute. Sounding good. 80 and 100, 80, 90 sound pretty good so far. I struggle with 100 just as much as I do when I struggle at the faster tempos, but we're going to keep working on it. Let's try and see how it sounds today. So yeah, 100 needs work. I'm gonna keep this at 100. I don't know why I put it up to 105. Like I'm trying to do scales right now. My bad. Sweep picking exercise number 1. Again, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but I don't do song requests because it doesn't really make sense for the channel. I do work on cover songs for the channel that correspond with my skill set, or try to correspond with my skill set, or try to improve my skill set personally. And they're for 2 purposes: 1, improve my skill set, obviously, but 2, to use songs that are relatable or things that are fun for guitar players to try to learn how to do, try to get people more attraction to the channel. I don't do, unless I find a way to try to incorporate that into the channel in a way that was more than just a monetary sense. Just like if there's another incentive outside of just the monetary to try to do so, I'll have to do that. And the second thing is, if you have any questions, understand I toggle back between 2 different screens, and so I'll answer questions at the very end. So I apologize for that. Again, 100 beats per minute. Exercise number 1. Let's go. Let's be picking exercise number 1. That needs work. 110 beats per minute. Let's see if we can hit that sweet spot as we always do, or as we always try to do at the very least. We always try to get good on all of these, though. And finally, at 120 beats per minute, 110 sounded better. I had a problem where I got stuck. I got hung up right there. the first fret. It happens. That's picking hand issue for the moment, and I'm trying to work on it. It's because of the size of the pick. I feel like I'm still losing it. 120 needs work. They all need work. I gotta get better at sweep picking. I might actually have to spend another 10 minutes every day just working on these sweep picking exercises. We're at 105 beats per minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start working on the scales. We're still at the G sharp A flat major scale, and we're doing the A major scale today, as well as the G sharp A flat, the A major scale. Then we're following that up and taking it down to the A minor. We're taking it down from 105 to 100 beats per minute, so just 5 BPMs. And we're going to do the G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale, at which point we're going to follow that up with the A minor pentatonic scale, and then conclude. That will conclude the portion of the scales today. So at 105 beats per minute, we're starting at first position of the G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, G sharp A flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, seventh position, G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth position or the octave position of the G sharp A flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. We're going to the A major scale, ladies and gentlemen. First position. I should have said this before, but I'll say it right now. If you need to take the tempo down because 105 is too fast for you, by all means, take the tempo down. If you're just following along at home and you don't really play guitar, then just watch me kill it. I can make a joke like that because I think I'm a decent guitar player, but I'm not anything special yet. You get it. Second position, A major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, A major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. That was third position. Fourth position, my bad. Fourth position, A major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, G major scale, A major scale, my bad, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, A major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, A major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the eighth. I don't like that one. I gotta hold myself accountable. When something sounds not great, I have to try it again. I really work on that with my skills. Now, finally, this eighth position, or the octave position of the A major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Taking the tempo down 5 beats per minute, and then we're going to start with the G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale and playing that in all 6 positions. 5 positions plus 6 positions should be the octave position. Which is the same as the first, but played above the first fret, other than the 12th fret. Let's go. G sharp A flat major minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, my bad. G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale at 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the the G sharp A flat minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. A minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute, starting first position. Let's go. That was a weird way to start it. Pentatonics, baby. A minor, first position. A minor, pentatonic scale, first position. 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Second position, I'm sorry, A minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. third position, A minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, A minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, I don't like how that sounded. And finally, the fifth position, octave position? No, fifth position, A minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position, the A minor pentatonic scale, 90 beats per minute. Let's go. Now that we finished with that, we can take off the metronome because we don't need it to play the fun game called Find the Note, because we're playing the fun game called Find the Note, and it's called the G note. So let's get right to the G note, ladies and gentlemen. We're in standard tuning of B, A, D, G, B, E. So we're at 3 and 15 on the bottom B string, which puts us at 3 and 15 at the top B string. And back to 3 and 15, frets 3 and 15 on the bottom B string. Then we'll go to the A string, where it frets 10 and 22. Frets 10 and 22 on the A string. Then back to 3 and 15 on the bottom B string. 3 and 15 on the bottom B string. Frets 3 and 15 on the top B string. Then we'll go to the B string where when we go to the B string where it frets 8 and 20. 8 and 20 on the B string. 8 and 20 on the B string. Frets 8 and 20 on the B string. Then back to 3 and 15 on the B string. Frets 3 and 15 on the E string, and back to 3 and 15 on the bottom B string. That's right, 3 and 15 on the bottom B string. We're going to the A string, which puts us at 10 and 22. 10 and 22 on the A string. Then we go to the D string, and we're at 5 and 17. Not bad. 5 and 17 on the D string. 5 and 17, 5 and 17 frets, 5 and 17 on the D string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the A string. That's right, frets 10 and 22 on the A string. 10 and 22, 10 and 22, 10 and 22 on the A string. Now back to 3 and 15 on the E string. Frets 3 and 15 on the E string. Frets 3 and 15 on the top E string. 3 and 15 on the top E string. Then back to 8 and 20 on the B string. 8 and 20 on the B string. Then we're at open and 12 on the G string. That's right. Open and 12 on the G string. Open and 12, open and 12, open and 12, open and 12. We're at open and 12 on the G string. Then back to 5 and 17 on the D string. Frets 5 and 17 on the D string. Then back to 10 and 22 on the A string. You guessed it, 10 and 22 on the A string. Now back to 3 and 15 on the bottom E string. 3 and 15 on the bottom E string. Then finish up. Now we're going to get right into the chords. We're going to do the, I'll toggle back to the screen because we can use that for this. We're going to do the G sharp, A flat minor chords, the melody, the inside, the rhythm chords, or the bar chords as they are called, and the bottom 4 string chords, at which point we're going to go right into the A minor chords, melody, inside chords, bar chords or rhythm chords, followed by the bottom 4 string chords. We can turn the volume down just a hair because we don't really need it that loud when we're strumming on the old banjo. This isn't a banjo for those of you. Have you heard that song? No, I'm not going to say it because he said something weird on the song. But there's a song with Lil Yachty featuring on a Migos song where he talks about a cello, and he was clearly referring to a woodwind instrument. That is as far as I will go into it. You can look it up yourself. And the equivalent of that was I was saying playing on the old banjo. I want to be clear, this isn't a banjo. For those of you who are confused about the channel, this is not a banjo. I don't play the banjo. Let's start with the G sharp, A flat minor scales at, start with those. Again. Let's go again. Inside chords that go a little something like this. Code switching. Again. Up. Right here. Right here again. Right here. And right here. Right here again. Here. Over here. Now we're going right to the bar chord light. Right here. Let's go again. Right here. again. Now the bottom 4 string chords that sound, but this sound like this right here. No, that's not it. It's right here. Now the A minor chords, starting with the melody chords. Okay. Let's go again. Let's go again. Now the inside chords. Now the bar chords. Let's go again. One more again. Now the bottom 4 string chords that go a little something like this right here. Code switching. Oh, my bad. That's one. Now starting 2. Lick of the week. We're going to do the lick of the week. We're starting with the Antonio Visario song, and I'm not going to go back to this one later, so I'm going to keep this open before we click on the Melodies music. Then we're going to still work on his second one today that we worked on. His first one we worked on was the... Anyway, this is the Antonio Visario song. We know what it sounds like. We know what it sounds like. Okay. I don't know why the volume's up. We're going to play it up and down. I don't know why I'm messing this up while playing along with it. Again, as I tell people before, please go and subscribe to their channels. We want to help them reach their optimal success so that they can continue to create content that helps us get better. Okay, so please subscribe to their stuff as well as mine if you can. I'm going to Melodies Music's page. I am loading his stuff. Again, as I said before, and I'll say it again, please subscribe to their channels. Subscribe to their channels on YouTube. Subscribe to their channels on Facebook. Subscribe to the channels on Twitch. Subscribe to their channels on Discord. Whatever channels they have, subscribe to all of them. We want these people to continue, these artists or these aspiring artists or these teachers to continue to create content that helps us get better as musicians. And if you don't have money like I do, if you don't have money like I don't have money, if your financial situation is that like mine, where you don't have enough money to spend on just artists all the time, the best way to help out is by subscribing to their channels, because at the very least, it gives them views, it gets them likes, it gets them better positioning on the algorithms, and it also helps them get the opportunity to continue to get sponsorship deals that help them create the content that helps us get better. Please subscribe to their channels. Please subscribe to mine. Let's go. Sounded better. Sounded better. Know what I'm talking about? Because it sounded better, y'all. No, it sounded better. No, it sounded better, y'all. Y'all. Let's get right into it. No, what I'm talking about. We're going to put on the metronome. We're going to do right in the... Yeah. You know what? No, I'm going to do the... because I don't work on it often. I'm going to work on the... I'm not going to use a metronome for this. I'm going to work on the... Joe Satriani Midnight Song. Improv time in the city. Dope. Going to that next one right here. That next one right here. I think this is the classic blues one, which is a little bit faster tempo. Which one did I load? Classic blues. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a little bit faster tempo, a little bit more fun to play. A little bit more fun. It's a little funky. Let's see. That ended pretty good. That's all the time I have today. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. I'm going to close out these little things right here so I can look at you and talk to you directly. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. I'm going to continue working, continue growing as a guitar player. These improvisational sessions today were spectacular compared to what I usually do. I didn't give them a grading because they were both above 7s. And I think anything that gets more above a 7, really now, I'm starting to think of it, is it really needs to be judged by other people, because I'm getting myself ratings for stuff that I feel I'm really good at. Even though I know and I feel that it sounded better than yesterday, it's important that other people note me on my capacity to get better, because I'm just giving myself arbitrary grades based on how I feel. And if there isn't some sort of consensus, or at least some kind of scorecard I can give myself to where I can actually talk about what I've done and how it sounds, from any place of, like, it's like when people give themselves scores in like food, they give you like scores of food. They say, I give this a 7 out of 10. Okay, but what's the rating system? It doesn't make sense. So anything that I give myself really above a 7, it really needs a rating system, because it's not like perfect. But in any case, thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. I have been here for exactly 420 sessions. Y'all know what that means, that 420, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who are into that, and I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't be into that, it's none of my business, okay? As long as you are of age and it is legal where you are, congratulations, have fun with it. If not, then don't do it. And if you choose not to do it, then don't do it, or feel peer pressure to do things that you don't want to do, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Peer pressure is bad. Number 1, for those of you who never joined the channel before, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This channel is about 4 things. First 2 things are about the live stream. The live stream is broken up into 2 parts. Me practicing, us practicing, you practicing, us practicing together, and us improving our practice every single day to get to the most perfect practice we could possibly have at any given moment. Those practices will change periodically so that we can have better skill set, or work on different skill sets in different areas of our lives, or different areas of the fretboard when we get chances to do that. So whether we need to work more on chicken picking or sweep picking, or we need to work more on our right hand chord development or things of that nature, or even just coming up with creative chord progressions, that will all be done in the practice session. For those of you who want to get involved with that, to help me create the best practice session for us to get from the intermediate to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The second part of the live stream, which is be the last 15 to 20 minutes, I will be playing improvisational music. I will be creating my own improvisational music, playing off the backing tracks, and then you can judge that. You tell me how I'm doing. You tell me about the artists that I'm using, or the artists. You tell me about artists that you're using to get better. Maybe that you are working. You can use some of my backing tracks that I have in the playlist section of my videos or of my channel, so that you can create your own improvisational tracks. So you can judge me, I can judge you, and we can judge each other based on how good we're doing, how bad we're doing, and how we're attacking the fretboard, so that we can improve to get to the intermediate, from the intermediate to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. All of these things are in service to the last thing, to thing number 3. Thing number 3 is about me creating music in Logic Pro X and creating the best music I possibly can in Logic Pro X to create music for myself. When I'm singing songwriting on those tracks, or creating instrumental tracks for other people, or I'm creating soundtracks, or not soundtracks, musical scores for people who work in short films. That is my goal. That is my objective, and I hope that that will ring true over the next couple of months. I'll be able to work with people who need stuff for all of those things, including stuff for myself. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. The 4th thing is basically when people don't watch the channel serves for me as a where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go. Why I say that is because when I'm not having people actively on the channel watching me and judging me in real time, I can go back and watch tapes myself and judge myself on those particular criteria. Again, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps me make this channel as free for me as I'm trying to make for you as possible. That being said, the second thing I ask people to do is broken up into 2 parts, whereas I ask people to donate to my Ko-fi account, because I do not have advertiser-driven revenue from this channel. And the idea of building a business, which is what I'm trying to do here with this channel, is so that it can self-sustain. So me injecting money from my other sources and my other revenue sources after a certain period of time, well, really technically speaking, it doesn't make sense in the beginning, but or it doesn't make sense at all, because in order for a business to be self-sustaining, it has to, in and of itself, create a profit high enough for it to net zero, meaning that, or make gains in order to make net zero. Profit would be anything above net zero. So I'm not even talking about profits. I'm trying to make this channel at least as free for me as possible, and then obviously afterwards work on the profit side of things when it becomes necessary to do so. So if you can donate to my Ko-fi account, that would be great. You can donate as little as $1. It's ko-fi/Muzzy McGee. The link is in the description of every single video for at least the last 3 months. The second thing I ask people to do is, if you are involved in crypto and want to get involved in cryptocurrency, it helps out with the channel in the following way. Again, I've been in cryptocurrency for over half a decade. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. I'm not a financial expert. This isn't a financial channel. But I trade cryptocurrency every single day, and I spend anywhere between 25 and 50 bucks in crypto every single month. If you use my referral links to sign up for any one of these 4 platforms that I've been on for over half a decade, they will offer you perks or benefits that will be exponentially better than that of which you get if you signed up by yourself. The reason for that is because that's how it always works in all these channels, where it comes for signing up for a bank or signing up for anything else. They try to give you perks. And when they do the For a Friend program, it costs them less money in advertiser-driven revenue. So if you sign up using my referral links, it's at no cost to you, period. But if you sign up and then you get your account verified and you decide you want to spend 50 bucks or more, there will be perks. The perks that they offer you, they will in turn offer to me. And therefore, this channel, by extension, this channel, because I will be using 15 to 20% up to 100 bucks of my total gains next year to reinvest back in the channel. And this is the absolute last year I will be doing it. I would like to do it next year too, but my goal obviously is to make this channel net zero this year. And if I can make it net zero this year, I don't have to do this next year, which is great because I don't have to panhandle, which is stupid because I really hate doing it. But in any case, that's what it is. Check it out. Don't check it out. I hope that you will, though, because it does help out with the channel. The third thing really is to just subscribe to me across all platforms. Helping me grow my other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow my other platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to build, and I can't thank you enough for being here. I've been here for 420 consecutive sessions, and knock on wood, it continues to happen because I very much enjoy being here. And I not only feel I have been progressing, I am actually progressing, and that's been evident. I looked at videos that I did 6 months ago, not today, but like a while ago, and my aunt and my family who's watching the channel, they've taken notice, I've taken notice, and I'm very excited about it. It hasn't been as quickly as the progress I'd like to make, but in an hour a day, hour and a half a day of what I do on the live stream, it is pretty good, okay? With that being said, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick, but I can't do it without your help. So please help me do that. Love you, K, bye. Happy Saturday, bye. Happy Saturday, bye. And end the stream.